Lesson 511, Angles. So what do we remember about angles? I know that I can look at this angle and say, hey, that's an obtuse angle. And I can look at this angle and say, that is an acute angle. I know that an angle is made up of two rays. One, two. I know that this arc in the middle shows me the size of the angle that I'm measuring. Let's talk in more detail about measuring angles. So, this is a circle, and the circle is 360 degrees. A degree, that is the symbol for degree. A degree is the unit of measure that we use when we're measuring angles. These two lines here that come together and meet at a point here, this is 1 degree. I can write it with the symbol for degree, 1 degree. How many 1 degree angles all the way around my circle? 360 of them. In fact, I could say 1/360th plus 1/360th plus 1/360th, and I can do that 360 times would equal my whole circle, or 360/360ths. So let's look at my circle, and here at the top I have 0 degrees. And we're going to follow around clockwise, the way a clock hands move. And we are going to make a quarter turn, a quarter of the way around this circle. Look, this would be halfway around the circle. I'm going to 1/4 of the way around the circle. The measurement in degrees here is 90 degrees. If I have an angle, oops, going the wrong way. So if I have an angle that looks like this, that 90-degree angle is a right angle. Now, let's think about going halfway around the circle. Halfway around my circle, this point would be 180 degrees. If my angle looks like this, 180 degrees, it's actually called a straight angle because it makes a straight line. I didn't place mine perfectly, but it should make a straight line. 180 degrees is a straight angle. If I go 3/4 of the way around my circle, this point measures 270 degrees. So if my angle went, that's not straight, hold on. If my angle started here and went all the way around this way, and this is where my arc would be to show the way my angle's going. Let's turn that. This arc shows that this is the part of the angle that I'm measuring. So if I'm measuring from 0 all the way around here, 270 degrees. Any angle greater than 180 degrees is called a reflex angle. Okay, so here's an angle. My arc is going to show me that this is where I'm measuring. From here to here, this angle is less than 90 degrees. This angle is an acute angle. Here, this angle, greater than 90 degrees, my arc shows me what I'm measuring. This is an obtuse angle. So let's look at this angle. What can we name this angle? I need to remember that my vertex must be the middle letter in the name. So I can call this angle XYZ, or I can call it ZYX. It is made up of two rays. I have ray YZ. This is ray YZ. Remember, a ray must be named by its endpoint first. What's the name of the other ray that makes up my angle? YX. Okay, if we want to estimate the size of this angle, we look at the arc, which shows us the spread to be measured. This looks to me like it is greater than 90 degrees. So it must be an obtuse angle. Now, about how much do I think this could be? It's more than 90, and let's also remember that if it were a straight angle, it would be 180 degrees. So I know that this is more than 90, it's less than 180. I'd say this measures about 120 degrees. I'm estimating. I don't have to be exact, but I do need to make a reasonable estimate using what I know. It's greater than a 90-degree angle. It's less than 180. It's somewhere in between those two. We will use this knowledge in class to help us on our journal page. Let's take a look. We have angles A, B, C, D, E, and F, and we have to figure out what type they are. Acute, obtuse, right, reflex. Can you spot any angles that appear to be acute? I think angle B is acute. Can you spot angles that appear to be obtuse? Angle F. Can you spot an angle that is a reflex angle? More than 180 degrees. How can I tell? Look at the arc. The arc on angle E is telling us to measure all the way around here, not the area inside in this smaller space in between the two rays, but the arc is going all the way around the outside. That is more than 180 degrees. E is a reflex angle. We'll do more work with angles in class. See you then.